Okay, guys, I don't know if you guys heard the news, but I had to talk about it. Kevin Smith is going to be directing an episode of The Flash. Oh my god. So, Kevin Smith, the filmmaker who has done, many great comedies such as Mallrats and Dogma, and Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back, and obviously his very first film, Clerks. It was just announced today that he will be directing a Flash episode, and I am totally excited about this because Kevin Smith is a comic book nerd, and I think it's great that he's actually getting to do this because let's remember at one point he was writing a Superman script, the Superman Lives. You can watch the documentary on it on the death of Superman Lives, What Happened, directed by John Schnepp. It's a great documentary, and Kevin Smith was involved with that project. He was involved. I think there might have been another superhero project he might have been involved with, or maybe played around with. I don't know, but so this is actually going to be cool to see him direct an episode of The Flash. I think this is going to be great. Just knowing that he's behind the camera. Now, of course, the story. I don't know how much freedom he'll have on the plot of the episode, but obviously there's going to be a narrative for the rest of the Flash series. So whatever episode he's directing, I'm very curious to see how they'll let him tackle it. Will they give him a lot of freedom on the plot of what he wants to direct, or will they say, "Hey, Kev, we got this idea for this episode, but we want you to direct it and see what you can do with it." I think it's personally cool, and maybe if Kevin Smith really knocks this episode out of the park, I have a feeling maybe he can. Maybe this will be a little test to see if he can do something in that field, superhero field. Because let's face it, I think out of everybody I'm kind of curious what his take on Superman Lives would have been. I mean, we heard what his take was, and as a geek, it sounds awesome, but maybe the execution wouldn't have been good. It also depends on who they would have gotten as a director. And at the time, I think it was Tim Burton, right? So who knows how he would have handled Kevin Smith's material. But I don't know. I think this is as close as we can get to Kevin Smith directing something of a superhero, right? To that degree. And I think this is great news, and I can't wait to see the episode. So Kevin, do not fail. Do not fail us, man. I love The Flash and Arrow, and I'm looking forward to Legends of Tomorrow. I'm looking forward to it all, and now that I know you're doing an episode of The Flash, I might be rising. I'm thinking about it now. I'm expecting something really cool, so don't fail me. I'm putting a lot of pressure on you, on purpose. Okay, so I think that's all, and until next time, guys, that's all. I can't wait for The Flash to return. Okay.